Brown made a comment. He was talking about Michael Chandler. And he said, Michael Chandler chooses to be Arturo Gatti while he could be Floyd Mayweather. That was a very interesting comment. And I like his Brown's analyst career is taking off. I will tell you, the single best guest I have ever had was Matt Brown. And before the interview, I really didn't want to do it because I thought, what are we going to talk about? Where am I going to get with Matt Brown? He was the single best guest that I've ever had. And but I want to stay on this topic because I think Matt was guilty of the same thing. There are guys that I can very accurately call out, and it won't always be nice, but when they'll hear it, they'll admit I was right. And then they'll think, how did he know? How did he know my secret? And the answer is because I got the same secret. We know our own. I can spot things in you because I had them myself. And Matt Brown was a stubborn fighter. So when Matt Brown was talking about Chandler, I just thought it was very compelling. And you guys know who Arturo Gatti is. This is an old boxer, and he was probably most famous for a trilogy with Mickey Ward. But one thing about Arturo Gatti is he would always fall down multiple times in a fight. He's going to be bleeding. He's going to be blocking your punches with his face, but he's still going to be around when the next round comes. And then he's going to knock you down. He's never going to quit. He's never going to go away. It was fun to watch. He wasn't the greatest boxer. He was fun to watch. Rest his soul. His wife killed him. They were in a different country. She stabbed him. I'm just sharing the story of Arturo Gatti. But it is one of those things where we do celebrate that style very much in this sport. I would like for Matt to have elaborated because I do feel that Matt is seeing something in himself within Michael Chandler when he made that statement. I, as an outsider, see a stubbornness. I just see a stubbornness. I don't think it's time for Chandler to quit playing that game. Chandler has not slowed down. He is as fast, he is powerful, he is explosive as anybody. I do understand Matt Brown's point where Chandler, being a multiple-time All-American wrestler, could use some of those plays. And he's hurting guys. He's stepping in and hurting you. He can choose to throw a couple of more punches to try to finish you, or he can sting you and go right to his takedown. All things are a little bit easier. Things are a little bit grimier and grittier, and this is the way he used to wrestle. He was a solid technician, he was a solid wrestler, but he was a battler out on the mat. When that end of the match came around, guys just couldn't hold up. And there are guys that are stubborn. Many people have gone as far as to impolitely call for the end of Cody Garbrandt's career. And this has been going on for a while. The first time I heard somebody call for that, it was 2 years ago. And Garbrandt's chin is not as suspect as his record may appear. He's just stubborn. He gets into firefights. At parts of his career, he would win those firefights. He's going to get zinged, and he's going to zing you back, and you're going to go down, and he's going to be standing there. Do a little robot dance, right? Bring the crowd to their feet. He finds himself in those now, but he's the same way as Chandler, where he could use that just to get in, change elevation, go to a clinch, go to a little bit more wrestling, go to dirt boxing. These skills that he has, but he gets stubborn. I mean, Garbrandt won't listen to anybody. Is what it appears. He just won't. Even if he made a deal with himself in the back, this is what I'm going to do in this fight. He won't do it. But Chandler's the same way. And Arturo Gatti was that same way. And Matt Brown was that same way. I thought it was a very interesting observation. And I don't know how much you guys would like it. There is a piece to Cody Garbrandt flat being stubborn. There is a piece to Michael Chandler wanting to entertain you. And that's a very reckless game. There's an expression in boxing that the great coaches, Teddy Atlas will tell his guy, look good next time. Tonight, just win. And it's the same thing every single time. Hey, look good next time. Tonight, let's just get the win, right? It's one of those things. And Chandler does like your appreciation. I'm trying to think of the award that Chandler just won. Was it Knockout of the Year? But prior to that, Chandler's rookie year, he was 24 years old, and he wins the World MMA Award for Fight of the Year. An absolute knockdown dragout that he had no business winning against Eddie Alvarez. You guys remember that? And then they rematch it, and it was just as good the second time. So I just share for you, you know, when that's what you get. I was a pinner in college, but I got known for that. And it would take me out of my game. I would do things that were more dangerous and a smaller percentage. You want to do high percentage techniques, a smaller percentage. But if it worked, I was going to get the oohs and the ahs of the crowd. It's one of these things. You can get boxed in. The crowd can box you in. The headlines can be very dangerous. And yeah, there is some Arturo Gatti in Michael Chandler, no doubt about it. It was in Frankie Edgar. It's for sure in Cody Garbrandt. But it was also by the author of the statement, who's equally as guilty, Matt Brown.